first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Mayfield being chased out left. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They go play action. Now Ellinger. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Ellinger. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Ellinger to throw. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Colts first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ellinger to throw on first down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Ellinger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Colts had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Ellinger. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. King going to look to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Another carry for Pierce. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports.
Texans 10, Colts 7.
Second and 4. On second down, here's Pierce. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Mayfield down. Flushed out right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's third and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 36, Ellinger. And this one complete to Doolin. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, here's Ellinger. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion.
The clear set packages, don't they?
Now Ellinger. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he is going to be short of the first down. On fourth down, Ellinger. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. Touchdown! Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up into 10. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. That's complete to Pierce. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football. A give for Taylor running right side. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. King going to look to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First down, Mayfield. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and that... Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Out to his left, and his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield looks to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Texans 17.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains,
It was enough to get them a first down, and it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Running left, Taylor. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Now Ellinger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Reeves-Maybin, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
So plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here's King. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now a whistle, and I think a pin. For a delay? No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second down, another run with Taylor. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Ellinger. Able to find his man, Woods. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On second down, Ellinger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Ellinger to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor, and they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. The slot man in motion right. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Here's Taylor again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Ellinger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are right back in this football game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Shoves him away. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Malik Collins. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This one completes Alec Pierce. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Again, it's Taylor. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Going for it, here's Ellinger. He finds Pierce, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Slot man moves right. Again, it'll be Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game. Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. Squib kick. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And he will fall on this hit. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the penalty on the offense, that'll be declined and the turnover stands. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout. Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game? No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked. It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out. So for Indianapolis, they finish off the season with a victory, which is the good news. The bad news is that it will wrap up a dreadful 4-13 campaign